What's up, Emmanuel? What's up, Gifted Smith? Shit. Who drank some of that wine down the wrong pipe? You know how it is when you take a gulp of something and it go down the wrong. Yuck, 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 yuck. I'm drinking some Pinot from California Central Coast right now. A winery I just left. I don't say I just canceled my membership per Skill Winery. Beautiful winery venue, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful campus. But the wine's a little overpriced for the quality. What's up, Big Lee? What's up, Fife Life? I probably should have chilled some of this wine. I probably should have chilled this wine before. It's hot as fuck in LA. And I did not chill this wine. What's up, Frank? What's up, Quick? Kenneth Berry? Man. Ah. What's up there, everybody? He said, Quick Stanford, he said, I don't know, I speak knowledge like what? Spit knowledge how? What's up, B. Pauly? B. Pauly look like he plays with red ants. Like, B. Pauly has a red ant farm. He was like, nah, I ain't fucking with them black ants. Only give me the red ants. What's up, James? Hey, I'm about to light this Bleezy up too, James Hathaway. What's up, Breeze? Yeah. Quan be checking motherfuckers. That shit be funny. Somebody had said something on Twitter earlier that was a little bit confusing. Quan was like, see, that's why motherfuckers, that's why shit be starting. People don't be paying no goddamn attention. I'm like, you right, Quan, you right. My bad. Well, it wasn't my bad, but still, y'all get the point. Quan ain't gonna let no bullshit happen. That's why you motherfuckers need to pay attention. What's up, old head Deuce? Soul Power. Yeah, the new Craig Fact scenery is nice. I was there, but that shit took too long. I had to leave. Them niggas didn't start filming till like late at night. I had to go. Y'all know I'm writing this book. I'm trying to make this book perfect for y'all, man. And this is just like, I was like, I got to get back home and get back to my book, man. Working on all the technical issues, but salute to the Craig Facts crew. Yeah. Oh, the podcast I was just live on? Oh, yeah. Salute to Sincere Love to God. I was just doing his podcast, him and Nicety Girl. Man, those two dope people right there. Those are two dope people. I really feel both of them spirit is in the right place. Both of them heart is in the right place. Just black folks trying to do good by us. So salute to Sincere Love to God. And salute to, I think it was Star. Star, you got me in contact with him, I think, about a year ago. Man, I swear to God, y'all dope as hell. People that be in the chat room regularly. I want to always make sure that y'all feel like I appreciate y'all. I always want y'all to feel that way. Even if I don't call your name out in the chat, I appreciate you. And salute to Jayla Baxter, lightthemood.com. Weed Smoke 22 is your discount code for the dopest candles you're gonna find. Jayla just sent me some more candles, and I'm like, God damn. She got my house My house is smelling like she got my house smelling like Home Goods and them, you know, like in the candle section at Home Goods where you just kind of just man, Jada got my house smelling right with these candles. I just got another shipment, but what's up, Sub-Zero, Richie? Well, we here talking about what is fat shaming. And the way I see it, that was a good one, B. Polly. That was a good one. This nigga said I look like a inside and out sloth. That shit was funny. That shit was funny. And B. Polly's a musician. He programmed ice cream truck beats on his Windows 98 computer. And he ain't even got Windows 95 or Windows 2000. He got that little bullshit version in between. He got Windows 98. Programming ice cream truck beats. With that gray, remember those old gray computers? With the big ass monitor that took up all your whole desk? The keys, every time you type, they make that loud ass noise. Nigga be programming. This nigga be programming goddamn popsicle beats on his Windows 98. Nigga, B. Pauly ain't even got an 808. He just got an 80. He got an 80. He got an 80E. I remember on the east side when I was a kid, every now and again, like this late, about 10 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock, every now and again, the ice cream truck come down the street. I mean, one time that happened, well, not even when it was hot, I mean, one time that happened like around Christmas time. And I was like, Daddy. I was probably like 5. Like, Daddy, ice cream truck, let me get something from the ice cream truck. Pops was like, I'm telling you right now, son, they ain't selling no ice cream coming down Broadway and Slauson at 10:30 p.m. They ain't selling ice cream, son. Yeah. But here's what we're talking about. We're talking about what is fat shaming, right? And I feel personally that there's no better person to talk about this subject than me. Because I'm a fat nigga. I don't hide it. Matter of fact, my original intent was to be on camera with you guys tonight because when I did the interview earlier on our Brother Sincere Love to God's podcast, I was in my room on camera with the ring light on. And I was like, when I go live later on, I'm going to actually be on camera tonight with my people. But it's hot as fuck. I don't feel like running my air conditioner in that room. And I feel like sitting outside because it feels good out here. So I'll get on camera with you guys another day. Or if you want to see my fat ass on camera, you can watch Craig Facts tomorrow. But there is no more qualified person to talk about this subject more than me. For those of you who don't know, Aries Spears and Lizzo got in a public tissel tassel because Aries Spears basically called Lizzo fat, talked about her weight, even though he looks like a sack of mashed potatoes. So the internet has been in a tizzy. People defending Lizzo. No one really coming to Aries' defense because again, he's a fat dude. You know what I mean? Nobody give a fuck about fat niggas. I know from experience. Y'all don't give a fuck about us. Fat niggas can't have an opinion in the American world. Well, the vain fat niggas, people who care about what people think. I'm a little bit different. Because I don't give a fuck. And if somebody say something to me, I'm gonna point out an insecurity on them that I guarantee they're more insecure about that thing than I am about being fat. So DwannBrown always wins these tissel tassels. Because I accept myself. And the parts that I don't accept, can't nobody else make me feel bad about it, so I always win. But Aries Spears, you know, I see why people don't like him saying it, because he's overall on camera, he appears to be sometimes not a likable guy in the eyes of people. I'm not saying about me. I have met Aries Spears. He was pleasant when I met him, but I've never talked to him. And pretty soon I'm going to be interviewing my man Gerard Guillory. Gerard Guillory is getting ready to start a podcast with Aries Spears. Gerard Guillory's easily one of the funniest motherfuckers in comedy ever. He used to be on Def Jam. Very funny dude, but Hollywood didn't choose him. I'll be interviewing Gerard pretty soon, and we'll talk about the situation with Aries Spears. So Aries Spears calling Lizzo fat, talking about how she needs to lose weight, and men don't like fat women and shit like that. And the world has been going in on Aries Spears because, like I said before, Aries Spears looks like a melted Reese's Big Cup. Another king-size Reese's cups. He looked like a melted version of one of those on the side. So the internet world and the world in general, they kind of going in on Aries Spears for saying what he said. And the way I see it, both sides are right, you know? I don't see Lizzo as wrong. I don't see Aries Spears as wrong. I just kind of see it as what it is. I don't see the people attacking Aries Spears as wrong either. Everybody's kind of like, you know, saying things that make sense. So me personally, I don't have a dog in the fight. Personally, Lizzo annoys the fuck out of me. Her music is highly mediocre. She is talented. I'm not gonna say she's not talented. But when I want to hear the flute, I'm gonna listen to Bobby Humphrey or this young lady that's out now in jazz. Her name is Elena Penderhughes. She does a lot of music with Christian Scott. I love her on the flute. I'm just not a fan. I'm not a fan of, and my issues with Lizzo are far bigger than anything personal with Lizzo. It's more so my perception and how I view the music industry. And when I see people coming out here with gimmicks that are selling anything outside of just the music, I don't fuck with it. Because good music sells itself. You don't need to twerk. You don't need to get naked. I think Lizzo's very inappropriate, especially when she wore that thong to the Laker game. I do believe in decorum, and I don't apologize for that. I'm a black man, and yes, I can be a nigga sometimes, very nigga-ish, but I also have class. I have a lot of class, and I believe that there's a time and place for everything, and everything is appropriate in its time and in its place. Wearing a thong, her booty cheeks look like bus steering wheels. You ever see like a bus steering wheel where it's just like wide and flat? That's Lizzo's ass. A bus steering wheel. That's just nasty. I don't want to see that. And you over here at a Laker game, you got grandmamas walking up around there. You got kids. You got people who just don't want to see two big chocolate pancakes that you call an ass. Her ass looked like two mud pies when she had that thong on. It's inappropriate. I don't like it. But at the end of the day, she does her, and if she like it, she like it. I'm not gonna tell Lizzo to stop. Hell, she wouldn't listen to me if I did anyway. So I ain't gonna waste my energy. Lizzo can do what the fuck she want to do, as long as she understands that when she does it, there's gonna be people gonna say what they have to say, and that be the thing about it. People want to live their life and do what they want to do, but they want to do that without hearing any criticism towards it. But here's the thing. Anything you put out is going to be open for criticism. That's just what it is. There'll be nothing to say about her big flat French pancake booty if she didn't show it to us. There would be nothing to say about it. She looked like the genie from Aladdin. But it wouldn't be nothing to say about it if she didn't show it. So I get what Aries Spears is saying. You know? I understand completely. He's saying what every man thinks, even the fat men like myself. Like, look, Lizzo came out recently and said that, like, it was sometime recently said she don't want to date big guys or some shit like that, and no one tripped. And I understand why she don't want to date big dudes. Imagine me and Lizzo in the same elevator. I guarantee none of you motherfuckers will fit in it. I wouldn't want to, be in a car with Lizzo. Shit. Me and Lizzo in the same car, that's 6 miles to the gallon. Shit. My hybrid Accord will go from getting 44, 50 miles to the gallon to 6 miles to the gallon if me and Lizzo big ass is in the car at the same time. She's shaped like a dead Christmas tree. Like when a Christmas tree turning brown. We can't be in the same car. And plus, I don't mind bigger girls overall. But if you're gonna be a big girl, you gotta have booty and titties. A big woman with a big booty or some big huge ass titties, okay, cool. But when you fat and flat chested and flat assed it, she looked like a black Homer Simpson. People gonna say something about it when you expose yourself. You don't see me walking around in tank tops, do you? I cover my fat ass up. You over here looking like a spring with all them rolls up and down your sides, and you expect people not to say nothing. That ain't fat shaming, that's fat checking. Nah, we got grandmamas in here. We don't want to see a wave of rolls going down the side underneath your arms. And your big ass arms can't even fit in choir robes. If you expose that shit, people gonna have something to say. While at the same time, you got Aries Spears. Aries Spears, child star, Mad TV legend. No denying Aries Spears' legendary status. I'm not gonna ever front. Gotta give credit where credit's due. I thought he was really funny also on the Shaq All-Star. But we also saw him get elbowed to smithereens by Zoe Williams on the 5150 show. I remember seeing that live. We saw that. I want to do 5150 again, but I'll never ask Corey, because man, Corey runs his show the way he runs. I'm not the kind of person I don't ever ask. I'm so honored that Corey invited me to do 5153 different times, and I got to see all the studios too. I used to go to the Foxhole when they were doing it at the Conga Room. I used to be in the audience. Because that 5150 would start right after my comedy show. We'd leave my show and go to the Foxhole, the Conga Room. I did 5150 when it was at the regular place that was at for years in the storage. I did it again when they moved. And I did it again at the first episode at the new spot that they at right now. Man, y'all know how honored I am that Corey invited me on the 5150. I care more about that than doing anything mainstream. You know what I mean? I feel way more honored to do 5150 than some damn Fox Soul or anything else. It's Corey, a real one. And to see him go in on Earthquake like that, and it's funny too because the whole thing with Earthquake, and I'm gonna get to the story. I haven't lost my spot, y'all. I haven't lost my spot. I'm gonna get in back talking about Aries Spears. But I actually auditioned for Quake's house. When they had open auditions, Kamira told me, like, last minute. Kamira was like, yo, they got auditions for Quake House today. Come down here. Shouts out to Kamira White. She called me and let me know about the audition. And I went down to audition, and obviously I didn't get the spot. They didn't want your boy. But I talked to one of my other comedian friends, Mark Prince, who be on Quake House. He told me he gonna hook it up to get me on there. And I'll go. If invited, I'm not gonna say no. Earthquake is a legend. But I said all to say Aries Spears. 5150 is one of the dopest shows on YouTube. Top 3 dopest shows on YouTube. Period, point blank, no questions asked. For me. If it's not for you, I'm not gonna argue with you. You went on that show, Aries Spears went on that show, and from the look of things, from my point of view, it looked like he had too much to drink. He got to talking a little bit reckless, and I could see how Zoe would get mad. And, you know, he got a booty de bop. And it was, for me, that was kind of hard to watch, because I've always liked Aries Spears. You know? I always liked him. But he would do some questionable things. Like, I had saw that video where he was, like, in the pool with a whole bunch of men and in hot oil, and that shit was weird. But, hey, I'm the kind of person, hey, brother, live your life. I ain't want to judge lifestyles. So when that happened with Aries Spears on 5150, it just kind of was like, damn. Because it's not so much the elbows that made me see it that way. It was what led to the elbows. He really was like hella drunk and talking real reckless to Darlene and Zoe. Like, you can kind of, like, from my perception as a viewer, it looked as if he was trying to big boy them and, like, you know, high side. And since then, and Aries, that's just one of the things that Aries has done publicly to make you not really like him, or to make you, I won't say not like him, because I can say I dislike him. I don't like Aries or dislike him. He's neutral to me. He's a funny, talented cat. But he, you know, Aries, he looks like midget Oliver Miller, too. Shouts out to the Phoenix Suns. And so for him to say all that, what he said, is very understandable as to why people reacted the way they reacted. Like, people are looking at Aries like, you got donut holes around your eyes. Why are you talking? So what we have here is a classic case of fat on fat crime. If Lizzo and Aries Spears ever fucked, that shit would be 217 degrees in that room. You know how much friction and kinetic energy that be? They could start a fire. It won't be no wet spot in the bed. It'll be a grease stain. So the question has come up, the comment has come up, and the narrative has been coming up, okay? With Lizzo, they trying to call it fat shaming. What is fat shaming? They keep saying don't fat shame. What the fuck is fat shaming? I haven't been looking at the chat room because I'm trying to get my thought out. I'm gonna look at the chat room now. What the fuck is fat shaming? Can somebody tell me, please? What is fat shaming? Huh? What is that? Because the way I see it, the whole game should be open. We should be able to clown fat people, sissies, trains people, honkies. I don't even mind them saying what they say. Don't call me a nigga to my face. I'll whoop your ass. But when they say their little jokes, they're gonna say them anyway. I don't mind white people making little black jokes. Okay, cool, let's go. Matter of fact, I get mad when black people be like, you shouldn't say that. No, talk about them. You're talking about a group of people that smell like sauerkraut and chopped onions. We ain't gotta beg them to stop. Let's just go right back at them. Shit, we got the best jokes anyway as niggas. So I'm not one to say, hey, I'm a fat dude, so I can speak. You skinny motherfuckers might get a backlash. I know you skinny niggas and you in shape niggas that thinking what I'm thinking. But if you in shape six-pack having motherfuckers say this, they gonna say you fat shaming. Let me speak for anybody watching and you don't know how I look. My Instagram is at DwannB. I got all kind of, I got a picture of myself in my profile. I don't hide. I just ain't turning the lights on, nigga, because I'm high. And it ain't no reason for you niggas to look at me anyway. I got messages of substance. So you don't need to look at my fat ass anyway. But anyway, I'm a fat dude, right? I was 315 pounds in high school. All right? I was 6'2", 315 in high school. I haven't been... My last time, I was in the twos in motherfucking 8th grade, 9th grade, 8th grade. 8th grade, yeah. And I'm 6'2". I'm a big ass nigga. And when I did hoop, I was hooping at 3:30 and I could still jump up and touch the rim on a basketball court. I didn't do it often because Landon was a motherfucker. Jumping up and grabbing the rim wasn't that hard. Landing, however, my knees would be like, nigga. And when I used to hoop, every time I used to land, both my knees would be like, nigga. And people like, what was that? My knees like, nigga. Hell yeah, I had a jump shot. My jump shot was wet than the motherfucker. The thing I did when I played point forward when I hooped. I run the offense from the elbow. I run the offense from the elbow. And I could shoot like a motherfucker and have footwork. Niggas I used to hoop with. Like, I was cool with that whole 2006 UCLA basketball team, and when I went to the Final Four, and I had a lot of friends that hooped in the NBA. They used to always be like, man, Dwan got them old fat-ass moves. Hell, don't listen to me, man. Let Larry tell you. Larry ain't in the chat room. That nigga probably sleep right now. But I got people out here in LA that'll speak for me and my basketball skills better than I can. Hell, if y'all look at my Twitter, I was tweeting one of the kids I used to coach back in the day, just like an hour ago. Y'all can ask him if my jump shot was wet. My shit was wet. Footwork was on point. I play basketball. You don't need to be fast and jump high. You just gotta know how to use your feet. Well, anyway, I'm a fat nigga, so I could talk about Aries Spears and Lizzo. There is no need to stop fat shaming. Fat shaming is no nigga. The only fat shaming is you being ashamed that you care that they see you as fat. That's the only shame. It's a shame that your dumb ass cares. That's the way I see it. It's a shame that you give a fuck. Why do you give a fuck? Nigga, I'm gonna play the Spinners, nigga. It's a shame. The way you hurt me. It's a shame. I try to stay with you. I love that shit. I love the Spinners. That's the only shame. It's a shame that you give a fuck. Ain't no shame. It ain't no goddamn shame. If something makes you feel that bad about yourself, then you can change it. Even if you can't change it. Even no matter what, here's my overall message I'm trying to say at the end of the day. You gotta accept yourself. You gotta accept yourself. You know? Let me go a little deeper on this. Let me go a little deeper on this. There's only one level of acceptance, and that's you accepting you. People accept what you accept about yourself, even when they don't like it. People respect people that accept themselves. You can look at somebody, it's a vibe, it's an energy. They don't ever have to say they accept themselves for you to know that they accept themselves. And by default, you accept them, even when you may or may not approve in your own personal philosophy of their lifestyle or how they look. I'm hella cool with a lot of raw vegans, these old tree bark eating ass niggas that I don't eat that McDonald's crap. And why are you eating that pork? And I tell them when I invite them over my house for a barbecue, I ain't putting tofu shit on my grill. You better bring your little rabbit ass salad with you. I ain't cooking none of that. I ain't cooking no Beyond nothing, no. My grill is for real bovine. My grill is for the swine and the bovine. You dig? And if you don't like it, then you can keep your ass at home. But the people I'm cool with, they accept me. You know why? I accept myself. You can't demand anybody accept you. You can only accept yourself. And when you accept yourself, you look at people who don't accept you two ways. You look at them as weird, like, or you don't care. Those are like the only two ways you look at people who don't accept you. Either you don't care that they don't accept you, like it really don't matter, like it's like, oh, and you don't think about it again ever. Or you look at them as weird, like, what's wrong with this nigga? Fuck, you don't like me. I'm dope. You can't carry the burden of other people's feelings towards you. Why? Why do you even want to carry that burden? First off, you don't even know what other people think about you. You only assume. And your assumption is filtered by your perception of yourself. If you have a high perception of self, you figure everyone else has a high perception of you. If you have a low perception of self, you figure other people have a low perception of you. And to get more specific, you're going to assign it with a personal belief that affirms your disposition. So, and it's going to be, and that's also in alignment with your insecurity. So say you insecure because you a woman with one big titty and one small titty. Like say you're a woman with one big titty and one small titty. Every time someone look at you funny, you're gonna assume you're gonna assume, they looking at my lopsided titties. And that's why they don't like me. Every time you get cut off in a light, or when you was a kid in high school, as you was developing one big titty and one little titty, every time you got a bad grade, it's because of my titties were unbalanced like the scales of justice. That's what you're gonna do. You're going to assign whatever negative perception you think other people have to whatever your insecurity is about yourself. So if you're gay and you're insecure that you're gay, you're going to demand that the world accepts you because you haven't accepted your gayness. And I ain't saying this for all you gay people, but I am saying it for you loud, vocal motherfucking sissies. You only want me to accept you because you ain't accepted you. Well, you might as well accept yourself. You done already got your rectum run through and opened up and torn and shit. You may as well just accept it the same way you accept jiggling balls in your jaws. Just accept it. Because if you truly accept it, you won't give a fuck what I think. Or you'll look at me as weird for thinking the way that I do. Oh, Larry is in here. I've been looking away. What's up, you punk motherfucker? I'll beat your ass, Larry. I swear to God, one day, Larry got that Indian hair. Larry had bangs. I slapped that nigga so hard, his hair turned into a Pat Riley. Y'all know that Pat Riley slick back? That nigga went from bangs to slick back from one slap. Pow! That nigga Larry had a straight up, I knocked 3 centimeters off that nigga's hairline when I slapped that nigga. But anyway, where was I at before I was rudely interrupted by that foreign motherfucking bang nigga? Yeah, that nigga Larry look like the nigga Larry got Cynthia G bangs. Yeah, that nigga Larry got that. Nigga, I slapped that nigga so hard, his hair turned into Bart Simpson when he had church. Nigga had a part down the middle. 1, 2, slap, slap. Half his hair went to one side, half his hair went to the other side. Hey Larry, right before he came in here, I was just telling him about my hooping days. How you had to fucking hack me because I was whooping your ass on that court. Fresh off knee surgery, nigga. This nigga Larry, I'm 6 weeks removed from knee surgery. This nigga Larry was following me like I'm Shaq. That's because my footwork was nice. Anyway, what was I talking about with these fat fucks? Where was I at, chat room, before I was so rudely interrupted by Larry? Where was I at? I lost my point. See, that's why I mean be looking at the chat. Like y'all understand, Larry has got me put in Facebook jail like 9 times in the last 2 years. 30-day bans. Larry got me with a good joke the other day. I did not respond because every time I respond to this dude, I get 30 days in Facebook jail. So I just hit the laugh emoji and kept going. I was like, whatever I say, this shit's about to get me suspended. Oh yeah, back to fat shaming. Fat shaming. I'm telling you right now. He's professing my love for Lizzo and gravy. Fuck you. Nigga said Lizzo. Hey, Larry, man, my wife cooked some baked chicken and gravy, nigga. That's another reason why I left the show yesterday before it started. I had already been there all day. My wife texted me, I cooked some baked chicken and gravy and cabbage. Nigga, I left that motherfucker so fast. Anyway, fat shaming. There's nothing wrong with talking about fat people. I give all you skinny, in-shape motherfuckers clearance. Go right ahead. There's nothing wrong with talking about fat people. Because I don't really like fat people like that myself. I look at myself as an aberration. I'm one of a kind. Most fat niggas are hella annoying. Because it's too many fat dudes that stink. I'm gonna tell you something. I'll never forget. I was talking to this had to be like 10 years ago. I was talking to Clayton Thomas. And salute to Clayton Thomas. That's my dog. I saw him at the Hollywood Bowl last week. We chopped it up for a little bit. But I was talking to Clayton Thomas one time at a comedy show. Y'all know CT. He's been on 5150. Corey talks about him, like, very well respected brother in the comedy game. And Clayton said something. I was in a comedy union. And Clayton was like, you know something, Dwan? You look the only big nigga out here that we ain't never smelled. He was like, all these fat motherfuckers around here be stinking sometime. He like, you know. I laughed my ass off. Because I knew exactly what he meant, and I knew exactly who he was talking about. I ain't gonna say no names. But, nigga, that's true. It's true. Because too many fat people don't wash their ass enough. If you ever get... Oh, Clayton was on Marcus's mainstream? Clayton got bigger. Clayton was way smaller back 10 years ago. I've been telling Clayton that I want him to do this show for like 2 years now. I've been telling Clayton. Matter of fact, when I saw Clayton last week, I said, man, I gotta have you on the show. If y'all notice, I ain't really been interviewing guests lately. I've been more so coming on here late night. And outside of Randy Short, I ain't really been doing too many interviews lately. But Clayton, I'm gonna get him on the show. But I'll never forget that. Because that's right, Quan. But as a big dude, you gotta wash your ass. And too many fat niggas don't wash their ass. So that's why I'm not cool with a lot of fat dudes. I don't want to smell. You being fat don't put you above the laws and human decency. You gotta clean your ass. And if you get so big you can't clean your ass, that's the point you gotta lose weight. You should. Here's a fat rule. You should only get a big enough to where you can reach your cracks and crevices. If you get to the level of fatness you can't reach your cracks and crevices, all right, brother, now it's time to lose some weight. You dig what I'm saying? You dig? I can't stand these fat niggas that stink. And fat stink is another level of stink too. Like you skinny niggas just get musty. Skinny niggas just get musty. Fat niggas on the other hand, smell like tire smoke. All that skin friction rubbing for 16 hours a day, shit smell like a burnout. It smells like burnout, sweat, cupcakes, and yesterday. Niggas just smell like yesterday. Just that stale. You gotta be able to wash your ass, bruh. So no, there's nothing wrong with fat shaming. A lot of these fat niggas stink. All right? So there's nothing wrong with that. Because it's not fat shaming, it's just jokes. Look, let's break down something about life. People are going to judge you based on what they feel and perceive they have over you. People got to pay for game like this. Listen real quick again. People judge you based on their self-perceived one-up they have on you. So if they're in shape, they're going to call you fat. Matter of fact, even if they're chunky but smaller than you, that's the thing that they feel they have over you, because you're dealing with people who value surface level things like how you look. We all value on certain levels how you look, but how big you are, like that, they value that. They go to the gym 6 days a week so they don't become that. They do everything in their life, eat right or whatever, and some nigga just got good genetics. And so they feel that part of their life is in check. So you being a fat nigga or a fat woman, you become food for the game. That's basically what you become. But say you're not fat. Say you're the same size as that person that's critical. They're going to look at something else. Maybe you got one ear that's bigger than the other. What? Or they make more money than you. Or they have a master's degree and you didn't graduate high school. Whatever people feel they have over on you, that's going to be the thing that they judge you and criticize you by. So the way I see it, because I know the difference between a good fat joke and criticism of my weight. It's easy to tell the difference and to just decipher between the two. I know when I'm seeing the criticism and the one-upsmanship, I know at that point I'm interfacing with that particular individual's insecurity. Again, I'm not talking about the truly constructive people who have constructive things to say out of concern. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about the person who just has a good fat joke to crack and it's funny. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about the ones, that, okay, why are you talking to me about this? You do not care. Nigga, you don't take care of your own kids, so I know you don't care about me like that. What's the purpose of this conversation? Where is this critique coming from? Where it's coming from is their self-perceived one-up thing they have over you. So that's why no matter who you are, no matter how you look, you can be, some people, you're in shape. So they talk about your hair, they talk about your edges. Oh, your edges in shape, you in shape, you got a good job. Oh, but you got a big forehead, or you drive this car, or you went to that college or university, or you work at this position, and you're a level 2, and I'm a level 5 manager. People are always going to have things to say about whatever you got going on. And it's going to be based on their self-perception. So you can't stop people from saying what they say. You can't do that. You can't demand people treat you a certain way. Can't do that. What you can do, what is completely within your control, is you can give yourself that thing you want from other people. That's what you can do. You can give yourself that thing you want from other people. So we ain't talking about no goddamn fat shaming. Fat shaming is here to stay. It's jokes. That's all it is. So Lizzo needs to stop that shit. She decides to come around naked and show us her girth. Take what comes with it. We don't have to accept that. That's the thing about being an artist. You can put it out there, but the audience doesn't have to accept what you're putting out. It's great when they do, but when they don't, there's nothing you could do about it. What's up, Butter Love? What's up, Aries? Oh, that joke was terrible. Who the fuck would want pork chop flavored Twinkies? You might have to rewrite that one, brother. So, knockout Noda in the chat room. Nigga look like knockout Noda look like he got one of those service animals. Knockout Noda got a service animal and be faking blind when he in the store. Nigga ain't really blind, but he be faking like he blind. He be seeing white women on the aisle reaching for their titties instead of that can of beans. Oh, I'm blind. I'm sorry. Man, I just saw this white woman walk by. What the fuck are white people doing coming over here, man? I hate it. I don't let white people feel comfortable when they see me. I'm not gonna be the comfortable nigga. I'm not gonna do nothing, but I'm not gonna smile. So I'll stare at your ass. Yeah. Yeah, Red, when you put yourself out there, expect people to come back at you. And there's nothing wrong with that. I know people come at me all the time. I don't give a fuck. I cannot find a fuck to give about what people have to say about me. That was a good one. Let me see. I look like melt. How does a football sock melt? That's my question now. He said I'm built like a melted football sock. How does a sock look melted? Yeah. But Lizzo, Aries Spears, bringing up fat shaming. There is no such thing as fat shaming. Well, there is, but even where there is fat shaming, it doesn't matter. Who cares? As a fat person, if this is the message to all you fat motherfuckers, you got alcoholics criticizing your weight. Think about that shit for a second. Your weight is self-inflicted. Can only harm you. Their issue can shut down a whole fucking freeway during rush hour because they drunk ass couldn't drive. Loaded. Just pay attention to the people judging you and your size. Most of these people aren't people that are any standard bearers for anything constructive. So basically what you got is a whole bunch of nobodies. Giving you their punk ass opinion. Yeah, Red, people gonna talk about you regardless. So just live your life. And don't smut yourself out. I'm about to get the fuck up out of here, y'all. Book a reading consultation at breakthroughas.org. Some bright ass goddamn lights, shit. Got the light of God in front of your car, goddamn. But yeah, get the Black American Music Tree, my t-shirts. Hotepish.com, MissAnsAshtrays.com. And remember, there are no perfect messengers. Only perfect messages for those who are willing to pick up the game. Accept yourself, Lizzo. Fat people across the world, listen to this fat nigga speak. Accept yourself. And watch the world conform to your level of acceptance of yourself. All right? I'm out.